All right, so let's wrap up and review what we talked about here with the combination of Red S and female athlete triad. So from the top, what is Red S? Who suffers from that? What does that term mean? And what are the consequences of that? The consequences could really be broken down into two related but different categories: the performance decrements and also the mental health side of things. Why are disordered eating patterns rather more difficult to recognize in males? Go back to that red S section, and that's where we discussed that point. Be able to describe what the female athlete triad is, not just the three components of it, but how those three components are all interrelated, and be able to explain how and why the female athlete triad really works on a spectrum. It's not just a yes or no diagnosis. There could be a number of people sort of in the middle. Understand that and be able to explain what that quote in the middle person essentially looks like. Be able to listen and explain variables that are going to put somebody at a higher risk for developing the female athlete triad. There are personality characteristics there. There are sports that see a greater likelihood of female athlete triad cases. There are also going to be some physical manifestations that would put somebody at a higher risk. So be sure to go back and look those over. What are the long-term consequences of the female athlete triad? And lastly, how is the female athlete triad treated? We were very specific that there is one component that is going to get the attention right out of the gate, and then describe how the others are going to follow suit. Also, recognize that treating the female athlete triad is not just the coach's responsibility or the athletic trainer's responsibility or the physician's responsibility. This is a team-based approach to fixing the female athlete triad because there are so many moving parts to that condition that it takes a number of specialists in order to treat that condition.